I believe that the fragmentation of the church and our corresponding desire for certainty and ecclesial authority in the midst of such confusion is a species of the problem of evil. The church is full of sinners who blur and confound the truth. We bite and fight. We act in ungodly ways. We fling immaturity every which way. We reason poorly. We spread misinformation. We get things wrong while thinking we are supremely correct. So when we become disillusioned or hurt or frustrated, we want to know where God is at. Where can I really find his presence? We want to be right. We want to be near God. We desire certainty. This is the struggle of the human heart. But it's not a Protestant problem. It's a human problem. We ache for the church to be truly one, visibly and spiritually. The claims of Eastern Orthodoxy or Rome can appear attractive to the soul desiring to put this issue to rest. But what if the problem runs far wider and deeper than anything any particular ecclesial institution can remedy? What if what we are truly wrestling with is the problem of evil? We long for clarity, for answers. When a crippling disease overruns us, we ask why. When death steals those we love, we ask why. We bang against the doors of heaven and are sometimes met with what feels like silence, protracted, painful silence. No answer is provided. No detailed explanation is offered. We have more questions than we have answers. And as a result, the sky can sometimes feel cold and gray, and that there is no sun. I think something similar is going on with all the debates over what particular institution is the true church. You listen to the debates, you dig into the church fathers, you finger through theological journals and read dusty books and wrestle with textual criticism, and it all piles higher and higher and higher. Some things become clear, some things become altogether inscrutable, and sometimes the available information is sorely lacking. And so you begin to wish there were even more early writings, more data points, more things to fill in the gaps, just something to put the matter to rest. You wrestle with ambiguities, with scraps of data. You're trying to follow the evidence, but it all feels like a labyrinth filled with ghosts. Voices continually call out over the walls, telling you where to find the exit, but you can't find the exit, and you don't know who to believe. So you gorge yourself with more books. You wrestle with epistemology, with translation decisions, with creeds and councils and the claims around such councils. You listen to debate after debate, eagerly waiting for the next response video and counter response video, and all with a certain gleeful anguish. You feel like you're getting somewhere. But then another thread appears, threatening to unravel everything you thought you know. Truth is real. And truth can be found, but we are limited and weak and prone to error. I think there's a painful but simple reason for all the ecclesial confusion. No one has it figured out. There isn't one right group. There are uncomfortable gaps of knowledge that we have to live with. This is what we are all struggling with. Ecclesial anxiety is rooted in the problem of evil and the hiddenness of God. The East and the West and the pulpit-slamming KJV-only Baptists are all seeking to shore up what cannot be shored up this side of eternity. And elaborate attempts to the contrary appear to be just that. Elaborate attempts to answer something troubling, the challenge of which cannot be met. Ultimately, we are all looking through a glass darkly. I think this is the reason why there are solid arguments against Orthodoxy and Catholicism and Protestantism. It's because all of them are faulty at different points. The desire for more, for institutional certainty or ascendancy is understandable. But again, what if all this, and I mean all of this, is us just wrestling with something like the problem of evil? It's merely an offshoot of it, a species. Would it mean that we are to be pitied more than all men and that our faith should just wither and die? No. The problem of evil is troubling, but God has his reasons that can be discerned from afar and which will come into sharper focus in the future. But in the meantime, we are told to be patient, to persevere, even when we are confused. So it is, I believe, with the fragmentation of the church and the claims of institutional exclusivity. The church is both glorious and awkward, beautiful and frustrating because she still is awaiting glorification. N- Now, for those who are firmly convinced that their particular tradition is the one true tradition, then what I have said will be annoying or the ramblings of a fool or even a heretic. And honestly, there's nothing more frightening to me than that. It's a terrifying thought. And so I say these things with genuine fear and trembling, pleading for God's grace. But it seems to me, as one who really tries to understand such things, that the simplest explanation is that we desire answers that we just don't have. And some groups have sought to fill those gaps, but in so doing have gone too far. Others have not filled the gaps enough, and so fall woefully short. And in a very real sense, because of all this, the problem of evil is compounded.